The phone vibrated at 2:37 a.m. A shrill, frantic sound in the still darkness. I woke with a jolt, reaching blindly for the device. The screen lit up. Skylar. My daughter. I answered immediately. Before I could speak, I heard her breathing fast breath, catching on something that sounded like pain. Mom, her voice cracked, the smallest sound of a bird whose wings had been broken mid-flight. I'm at the precinct. I sat up, straight, heart hammering. What happened? I demanded. He hit me, she whispered, and then he filed a report saying I attacked him. Her words were a blade, sharp and precise. They believe him, not me, she continued, voice trembling. They think I'm the aggressor. Darkness pressed closer, my fingers tightened around the phone. You listen to me, I said slowly, with a steady authority I thought I had buried years ago. You are not alone, I'm coming right now. But she interrupted, voice smaller, hollow. Mom, there's an officer here. He keeps staring at me like he knows me. He looks scared. My heart sank lower. Which precinct? I asked. The words came out cold, too calm. 10th Street. My pulse stopped. 10th Street. Everything in me switched to instinct. I didn't bother with lights, shoes, a coat. I didn't think. I moved out the door into the car, ignition roaring like a war cry. Skylar was still on the line, breathing unevenly. Darius has a cut on his arm, she sobbed. He told them I tried to stab him. There's blood. They think he's some kind of helpless victim. I swallowed, anger like fire. My knuckles turned white on the steering wheel. I know that playbook, I muttered. The abuser, who bleeds just enough to be believed, the victim, who cries only after police arrive. I inhaled sharply. He won to in this time. The city flashed by in a blur of dark streets and red lights. I never slowed, for no law could stop me now. I had enforced them long enough to know when they deserved to be broken. Hold on, I whispered. I'm almost there. 12 minutes. It should have taken 20. Speed limits were for ordinary nights. This night was war. I screeched to a stop outside the precinct, double parked. Without hesitation, the building's fluorescent lights glared through the windows like interrogation lamps. Inside, the air was stale sweat, cheap coffee, nerves. A young officer sat behind the desk. He looked up. Recognition slammed into his expression, his face drained of blood, his hand stopped mid-motion over his keyboard. He stared and trembled. I didn't speak, not yet. Silence was often more powerful. He swallowed hard. J. Judge Estelle. The title hit me like an old ghost rising from a grave. No one had called me that in 5 years, not since I walked away retired, done with the darkness of courtrooms and the monsters wearing suits. But monsters had followed my daughter home. Officer, I said, voice cold as a verdict. I am here for my daughter, Skylar Hayes, and you're going to tell me exactly what is going on. His badge read miles. We didn't know she was your daughter, he stammered. Her husband came in first, bleeding calm, said she attacked him. Protocol says. Protocol, I repeated, each syllable dipped in venom. He flinched. Where is she? Miles pointed with a shaking finger down the hall. Holding room. Captain Cole, he asked, reviewing the case. He knows Mr. Croft personally. Of course he did. Men like Darius Croft always knew the right people, a network of handshakes and secrets they abused behind closed doors and smiled in public, and the system applauded them. Take me to her, I ordered. Miles hesitated. My eyes narrowed now. He obeyed. The corridor echoed with every step, memories of courtrooms chasing me like shadows. Then he opened a door. My daughter sat curled in a plastic chair, arms wrapped around her knees, shaking like winter leaves in wind. Her head lifted. Her face bruised, stained with tears, hope drained. Then she saw me. Mom. She stumbled into me, collapsing with a sob. I held her like she was